Buckeyes on three! 1, 2, 3, Buckeyes!
It's the day before the Buckeyes see preseason game action against Creighton. 1 week into training camp, head coach Brian Masonov takes a moment out to have a film session with his team.
All right, these are clips for kind of 6'8", 10. I couldn't do, it was hard to clip both teams. Okay, so this is more the green team in terms of clips, but these are ideas. Okay, so I want to show you the ideas. And a couple of you guys, I talked to Mitch, he could be anywhere in those front 4 spots. Okay, so he needs to watch even the 8 and the 10 and the wide spots. This is more 8 and 10. I see either of you guys is 6 or 8. Okay, so I want you to talk about especially the spacing of our 6, 8, 10, and that's kind of what these clips are. This right back, Colin, is left-footed. So imagine it on his right foot, and his hips are facing this way. Pro could be tucked in a little bit. There's no chance it's going here. So what does Alex need to do? He can probably go 10 yards, 8 to 10. And if you watch it play out, if he's 8 to 10 yards and he's dropping, yeah, he would be right here where Xavier is. Now he gets there, but again, now we're facing the wrong way and he's chasing. So again, that 8 to 10 yards is huge. And this is one of the best clips because again, if our spacing's right, we squash all this. And again, this is reading, there's not an always or never. One other tendency too is when, as a midfield, when the ball goes past us, what do we need to do? We need to drop. Yeah, it's kind of like attacking wise. If I'm showing for the ball to you and it goes past me, I need to support it. If I'm stepping, the ball goes past me, it's not like, okay, what's gonna happen now? As it's going, we're making those lines nice and tight. And we did that okay at times, but if you look at Pro right here, this is too slow. Right away when it's a long ball, you should be dropping. Helps keep the lines nice and tight. Let's say this is Brady and Alex or someone gets high here, really high, and the ball's forcing that way. Even as a wide midfielder, sometimes you can almost play as that 8 in that spot next to Brady, knowing that you still have the wide guy. Okay, but you see that space, we get caught high, and let's say Alex is in front of you and you're kind of here. There are times, especially if it's a midfielder or a wide back that goes really high, you can almost tuck in, help out with that space, but still be aware of that outside back. Any questions?
We're good?
No.
One on! Yes.
After 21 seasons leading Ohio State soccer, you would think former head coach John Bluem would be enjoying time away from the pitch. Not on this day. Bluem steered the ship for all 10 of OSU's NCAA tournament appearances and is the program's all-time winningest coach. Although he just took over for Bluem, Masonov decides to hand the team back for just a few minutes.
Coach Bluem, who recruited the new guys, the returners, obviously you know all about his legacy. 20 plus years at Ohio State, built this program, and the coaching staff couldn't be more honored to help continue to build on his success. Unbelievable coach, coached against him, and a wonderful guy, and we couldn't be more excited or more honored to take over for Coach Bluem, and we thank you so much, Coach. Any words of advice, Coach?
Well, I told all of you when I decided to retire to look forward to the new coaching staff that would be here, because I knew that they would do a tremendous job of finding the right people to come in. And judging from what I'm watching and listening to you all, following you on social media now, I think you're enjoying the experience. And I'm 100% behind these guys and behind you. I can't wait for the season to get here to come out and see you play. Good luck. Right? Go Bucks.
Coach, thank you.
Amazing.
5 points, let's go.
I've known Mays for quite a while now. Of course, absolutely fantastic playing career, and his movement up the coaching ranks has been very, very positive, and I don't think that Ohio State could have made a better choice in terms of a person of great character and a good coach. I think he's going to do a great job.
Oh, it's an honor. I mean, he's a great person, a great coach. He's done so much for this program, so much for this community, so much for this university. I say it all the time. I am so honored to be able to continue to grow this program and continue the success that he's had for 20 plus years, what he's built here. It's pretty amazing. And to be able to continue to grow on that success is really an honor.
The relationships with the players, and some of them whom I remain quite close with, through the 21 years that I was here, is what ultimately I'll remember the most. We had some good success here, and certainly the Big Ten championship seasons were a lot of fun, and making it to the championship game in '07 was a great experience and a great group of guys. So I think just the overall people I've met, people I've worked with, people here at the university that I got to know over that long period of time, that's what I'll miss the most.
Not the only old friend of the program stopping by for the day, Harry Malice, whose relationship with the team spans back for almost 2 decades, continues his own annual tradition of photographing the team.
In 2001, I happened to be out here on vacation, came to a game, and one of the parents introduced me to John Bluem, and I was doing photos. So John asked if he could see the photos, and I gave them to him. And ever since that, I've been coming out here on my vacation, and this will be my 18th year coming out. And I just do it and give it to the coaches, and so they have some memories and stuff of the seasons and everything.
Harry, legend. So he's always just come out for like 4 or 5 days, the first 2 preseason games normally, and just takes pictures, comes to all the trainings, and then sends them to us when he goes home. And he's just a good friend of the program. He's a good friend of Bluem's, good friend of Bluem's, and every year he comes out and he's just like fun to talk to and always talks to the guys. So I was excited to see him. I wasn't sure if we were going to see him this year or not, but of course Harry pulled through. I shouldn't have doubted Harry.
From what I heard, 18 years he's been around the program. That's amazing. I mean, I love to hear those stories, that history of the program. I'm learning that stuff every single day, so it's really neat. I know the program has deep history, and then like the couple alumni events. I mean, just to listen and hear those stories it's awesome, and it's a great learning experience for me.
I just love the kids in the program. It's I've been an Ohio State fan, which got me. The band actually got me to be a fan with the Script Ohio. I did marching band, and just being involved with John keeping me in, and just the whole program and everything keeps me coming back out here.
Hey boys, start some off, all right? Big day. I got it. Come on, lads. Bucks on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bucks!
Game day marks the end of hotel living for the team, thus paving the way for move-in day. Every player that journeys to OSU ventures from the place that they call home. After enough time in Columbus, the hope is that it becomes exactly that.
I'm from Canberra, Australia. Well, moving to Ohio State University is hectic. It's one of the biggest schools you can move to in the US, and I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun, and just really excited.
I'm sad. It's a big day, though.
I lived in Canfield, which has no AC, and it was miserable. But it was actually a lot of fun. But yeah, it does feel like yesterday. And I moved these kids in.
I think there's a statue of me in this place.
Actually, yeah, they're working. I think I just got word from Ohio State that they finished like a 20-foot statue in the courtyard behind Canfield of me. After what I did there that year, they just had to commemorate it somehow. So
I live just right up there. Great memory. We may walk in and just memorize what we did.
It's very exciting. It's something that we've been working up for, and gosh, so glad to be here. What a blessing. It's just an exciting time. Very exciting, and I'm glad to be part of the Buckeye family. Everybody's been so welcoming and kind, so I can't be any happier.
We're all to 9. They put us in the pet house. They put us in the pet house. I don't know why they have this in here.
So they put carpet on.
Just hop in.
Might give us more space.
Rock, paper, scissors on who gets in. You have to wheel me to the room then.
All right, bet.
All right, you just gotta stay there.
all right, we're in 9.
I'll give you a heads up.
Very empty, bro. Look at this view. We got the windows right there.
Heads up.
There it is.
That's our stuff.
So, moving the bed up, it's too low. We're gonna move the desk in there, get some more space. You know where it is.
What's up, guys? Still haven't moved my bed. Corey took all the attention. So his bed's set, but mine's not yet.
I couldn't be more proud. I mean, he's done the work, and he's got a lot of work to do yet, but he's worked hard to get here, so I'm proud of him. I mean, we're happy that Corey has the opportunity to play, and great roommate with Chase, and looking forward to Coach Mays being here and all the things that he's doing to the program. Sad because it's, you know, our little baby moving on, but great things are coming. We're really excited about everything.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to the 965. We're out here. We just finished unpacking all of our stuff. We got the closet space over here with all of our stuff. That was a pretty easy setup. It's still a little bit messy, but we'll move it around as the year goes on.
We got the nice little bed up here, nice and comfy. We got a TV. Gonna bring the Xbox for some Fortnite.
So I pretty much got the same setup. We got the desk, we got the little dresser with a bunch of stuff in it. Already got a stack of dirty clothes, of course. And then my favorite feature of the room, the shoe collection. You can never have too many shoes, so I brought just a couple from the house, and my parents will probably bring up a couple more. It probably took us, what, 30 minutes to set it all up, move the beds. Wasn't too bad. The beds were probably the hardest part, but after that we were set. So about to get ready for the game. We got a game later, and then we'll be set. So we'll probably see y'all there. Have a good one. Room complete.
965 out.
965 out.
After months of waiting, while at the same time a rush to get the Buckeyes into form, it's go time. It will be a true litmus test, as the team they're facing off against is the Creighton Blue Jays. One of the finest programs in the country, the Jays have made the NCAA tournament an astounding 24 of the last 26 seasons, including 5 College Cup trips.
Just a couple things to remember, guys. Obviously, surface is nice and wet, ball's gonna move. Let's put them on their heels. Let's play in their half. On the attacking side, and defensively, if we can step, let's get it back higher up the field. Let's get some crosses in the box. Okay, make them deal with some wide stuff when it's skipping. So again, we talked about being aggressive in those channels. Let's get after them, get some crosses, get some corners. Set pieces, set pieces, set pieces. Know your roles, help each other out, and let's get after it. Lastly, everything we do as a team. Okay, and let's have some fun.
Boys, bump it up. Let's go. Let's fuck it up real quick.
It's a bad luck.
Yo, it's just
Go ahead, pro.
starting the season right now. All right. Let's go out, have some fun. All right. Let's put all the hard work we had in training. Okay.
All right. Finish it.
All
right. Bucks on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bucks!
The first half sees back and forth action, with no one finding the back of the net. Masonov isn't able to find many bright spots heading into the locker room at halftime.
First of all, kept to 0. Right, that was the one positive thing we had. Okay, we kept to 0 and we worked really hard. Just in terms of a couple of the principles, in terms of reading cues, we got to do better. Okay, we got to do better in terms of reading cues of dropping, when to drop, when to shift, when to slide, when to step. Communication-wise, this has to be better, okay? They do a really good job. We said their mobility and their buildup was really good, and it was going to be a good test, and we weren't lying, okay? But a couple things, their center backs will get pretty wide. Their outside back goes high. Again, this communication between outside back and outside midfielder is huge. If we can, as it's building, as he takes off, if we can tell him, these lines have to be tight, off your shoulder. This guy does a good job of holding, and then pop, and they're finding a lot in those seams. So this communication here, we have to talk to him. Okay, off his shoulder and wide midfielders, you gotta understand that outside back's coming high, and it might be grab the guy who pops, and we gotta be aware, but that communication, I don't know if you're talking. Osmond, I know I haven't heard you. So again, you gotta say, JJK off your right shoulder, and then he takes there and you can take the outside. If not, sometimes we get caught running with them, and then that outside back's gonna have to step, and we gotta be aggressive. They do a really good job with those outside backs of coming high and then popping in those seams. And that communication and how we read it is gonna be huge. And right now, we're getting caught. Okay, we're getting caught. We're either too far in, and they play outside back, and he takes a load of space, or nobody pops in that seam, and they're finding it in there all day long. But we gotta make sure those lines are tight, because if they're big, that's a tough switch. Do you guys understand that? Okay.
The game ends with Creighton overpowering the Buckeyes. Although there is some disappointment, Masonov realizes that this is one small step in a larger plan for him and his team.
We want to continue to build this program, make it a family program in terms of just what we're going to build in terms of alumni, the student athletes, the families. Ohio State soccer, Ohio State is such a big brand, and we can really build this program into something special. Now, obviously, we want Big Ten championships, we want national championships, but all that stuff is an absolute byproduct of what we do every single day. So we got to focus on our daily activities, how we step on the field, when we train, how we train, what we do off the field in the classroom. Anytime you see a championship team or a championship program, it just looks different. You can say, they train like champions. They attack the classroom like champions. They're champions in the community. That's what we're looking to do first. That's a culture we're looking to build, is to do everything like champions. And we've talked about this culture that we're going to develop. And again, it's what we do on a day-to-day basis that will determine the success of this program. And we got to focus on that day-to-day culture, which creates, again, those day-to-day behaviors, which will lead into success. How long it'll take, I don't know. I can't tell you that for sure, but I can tell you we're moving in that direction, and we're going to continue to move in that direction.
First and foremost, we want to, help our players learn life lessons that are going to help them on the soccer field, but help them in life, help them get a great education, develop them as young men. I think that's priority number one, and then make this program a national contender every year. So that becomes, competing for a Big Ten championship becomes part of our culture, and competing for a national championship becomes part of our culture, part of our fabric. but also going about doing it the right way, and having great people as part of our program, and allowing them to express themselves as individuals, but also help prepare them for life. There's going to be some that go and get to continue to play, and there's going to be some that are going to go straight into the job, into the job force. And I think the lessons that they learn here, and the lessons we can help teach them, I think are going to help them in their lives as they go through.
While some careers are closer to their ends, others are just beginning. It's as cyclical as the main object that comprises their game. For others, they're in soccer's sunset, simply enjoying it. Ohio State soccer, now in its 66th season, is in the opening pages of what is hopefully a New York Times bestseller. They have a new author, they have solid binding, and they have vibrance. It all starts with Chapter 1.